Now to a topic that's affecting over 40 million Americans. After a 3-year pause, we know student loan payments are about to resume on October 1st.
Yeah, it's a biggie for so many.
Yeah.
A more affordable repayment plan is available, but you need to act now.
Now, to break down what you need to know, we turn to a local financial expert, Jordan Flowers, with Wealth Financial Services and Tax Advisory in Buffalo Grove.
And Mr. Flowers, thank you for joining us this morning.
Happy to be here, Brad.
So as Mugo mentioned, 40+ million Americans have some type of student debt. Congress, of course, denied President Biden's kind of blanket initial student loan forgiveness policy back in June. Then comes the Affordable Student Loan Repayment Plan. So actually bringing many borrowers' loan payments to $0 a month. Now that's going to change. But you have the right to kind of opt out, right? You know, isn't it, you know, can you do that? And is that also just kind of kicking the can down the road?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of changes going on, but this SAVE program, I think, actually does benefit a lot of people because based on their income, they can even eliminate or dramatically reduce what they were previously paying based on the other programs. And I think it's going to help a whole lot of people prepare for and hopefully wipe out those student debts. One nice thing on this program is if, depending on your income in your household, you may not actually add to the interest on your debt because if you just have a lower income, they only allow you to pay, say, $30 of interest. It's really going to help a lot of people wipe out that debt.
We were just talking about that different income tiers. What about those people whose income is on the higher end, but they still don't think they can afford the payments? It obviously factors in family size, but what about the cost of living and also inflation?
Yeah, the more money you make based on the SAVE program, it may not actually benefit you because it does help in a lot of circumstances, but if for higher income individuals and family sizes, they may want to go studentloan.gov and kind of do some calculations to see if it really is the best for them because it is tied to your income. And if your income is higher, that could increase how much you have to pay on those student loans, which could wipe it off faster. But like we said, inflation, a lot of things are going on. They got to make sure they pay the necessities and keep up with their lifestyle.
Yeah, and obviously goal here and primary goal always with loans is pay down the principal and minimize the interest. So, I mean, your kind of rudimentary advice is for everyone to get online and check it out regardless, right?
Everyone should double check that their loan structure, make sure they apply for SAVE. If they're on a repaid program, they're automatically entered. But one thing you can also do is you can link to the IRS website so they verify your income each and every year. So you don't have to forget to verify that each year as well.
Okay. I've tried working with the IRS website. That always isn't the easiest thing, let alone calling and getting someone there. But we will try. We will hand on the advice. I know that's what people got to do. So government shutdown could be looming. Anything to be said about that? That is probably not going to really affect things, right? I mean, we're talking about loan repayments. We're talking months and months and years and years. This shutdown will likely be 10 days of some type of menial standoff, right?
Yeah, the government shutdown may affect a lot of things, you know, passports, different TSA. I know I'm trying to get my newborn a passport, and that might be delayed for a little bit, but it's probably not going to impact student loan debt repayment.
Okay, that's definitely good to know.
Yeah.
And clearly you were right, Brad.
Yeah.
Jordan, before we let you go, I'm sure many people want to know what should borrowers do to prepare to pay off student debt?
Well, everything starts with the plan. You need to make sure you apply for the government programs, you calculate your expenses based on how much money you make, and really have a plan because small hinges move large doors, and small tweaks in your plan can help you eliminate and get ahead of student loan debt. And one nice thing in the Secure Act, taking effect in 2024, you will be able to pay down some of that interest on that student loan debt, and the company can still match in your 401k, so you can knock down debt and increase your retirement savings, which I think will help a lot of people for the future.
Okay, so break down exactly, that's kind of fascinating. Break down how that works with if you have an employer who prescribes to this.
Yeah, a lot of people were struggling that they couldn't, pay down their student loans and contribute to 401k, so they just allocated most of their money to student loans. With the Secure Act 2.0, the company match that they might give you, if they see that you make a qualifying payment to your student loans, they can still give you a match inside your 401k. So it starts in
Interesting.
2024, but it's a great way to lower your debt, but
Wow.
also increase your retirement savings.
Okay, so that starts fiscal year or just January 1st, 2024?
January 1st, 2024, if your employer allows it, it should be a great option for a lot of people.
Yeah,
Wow,
thank
that
you for
is-
telling us about
This
that.
is some fantastic insight here. I mean, Jordan Flowers, you clearly follow his advice. He's
Yes.
getting his newborn a passport, and he's got a circular stairway in the background. So whatever he's doing,
On top of it all.
he's doing it right.
Yes.
Thank you for being a friend of the stream, joining us here. You are an advisor in Buffalo Grove. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. A lot of good insight there, and we're going to pop this online
Yes.
if someone wants to take note of
Very
the details
helpful,
we
very
talked
helpful
about.
information, Jordan. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.